What's up internet, this is Victor for PhoneArena bringing you a review of the LG Optimus L3. This is an extremely affordable and basic Android smartphone with a tiny 3.2-inch display. It also happens to be the successor to last year's Optimus L3, and just like it, the phone is obviously made for budget-conscious buyers. For them, it offers a compact form factor, perfectly usable with a single hand, a contemporary version of Android, and that's 4.1 Jelly Bean, and a fairly long battery life. But will those make up for its other trade-offs? Let's find out. Plastic and compact. Those are two words that best describe the LG Optimus L3 II. It is put together solidly, but the plastic makes it feel cheap. And that's how it looks on the back. The device is a chubby little thing, measuring nearly half an inch thick, but it's fairly lightweight. There's a single physical home key right in the center, and it is surrounded with an LED light that starts to shine red when charging, green when the battery is full, and in various colors when the alarm sounds off. Around the home key there is a back button and there is the menu key. The lock key is located on top right here, and on the left hand side we have the volume rocker. The handset features a 3.2-inch IPS display with a resolution of 320 by 240 pixels. That is a low resolution screen, making icons look fuzzy and text hard to read. You can take a look right here. Viewing angles are pretty average, but not all that bad. The L3 II runs on Android 4.1.2 Jelly Bean, and good news is the interface runs fairly smoothly. Its usability is somewhat hindered by the small screen, so if you go into messages and try to type something, you see that the size of the keyboard is somewhat of a limitation. That's something that heavy texters should consider. LG has put a light skin on top of Android and it looks good, it's functional, and it includes features like quick memo that allows you to write on top of the screen, and that's a signature LG feature. On this device, you get a 1 GHz single-core processor on a Snapdragon S1 chip. As you can see, the result in the benchmarks are not impressive, but good news is that in the interface there is no lag, and that's actually great news for such an affordable device. You can enjoy Android lag-free. The handset ships with 4 GB of internal storage, but only less than 2 gigs are available to the end user. Luckily, you can expand the storage via micro SD cards that you can hot swap and access right here without having to turn off your phone. The 3-megapixel camera here comes with no flash, and it is a pretty basic shooter. Images captured on it sadly turned out smudgy, noisy, and soft. Colors skew towards the yellowish, unnatural tones, and dynamic range is poor. It's a bit below our expectations for this affordable class, and that's really bad. A neat feature of the camera though is something called voice activation, that you can use funny words like kimchi or whiskey to start shooting with the camera. In terms of video capture, you get VGA quality video. You can switch from here. That's a resolution of 640 by 480 pixels, and the footage suffers from the same issues. It's smudgy. There's no front-facing camera, so no video conferencing. The video player is a brilliant effort on LG's part. It comes with gesture support and plays back XVID encoded files, and you can control it just like you control players like MX Player on the Android market, and that's great. In terms of music, you get a similarly good music player with support for folders, and that's one feature we like because we like to arrange our music in folders, but you also get playlists, genres, songs, albums, and artists, all the usual stuff. Output from the loudspeaker is loud, but not all that clear. Let's hear it. So it sounds a bit tinny, definitely no depth in the low tones, but otherwise just like any other smartphone. To access the internet, you have LG's own browser here. Scrolling around and zooming in and out happens with almost no delay. And here we have loaded our web page. You can see it all runs fairly quickly. It takes some time to render the page, and that's something you should consider. The phone supports 3G connectivity with speeds of up to 7.2 megabits per second on the downlink, and there's Wi-Fi connectivity, of course. It doesn't support Adobe Flash, but that's not a surprise and has more to do with Android 4.1 Jelly Bean in this phone. Overall, it's a nice web browsing experience, save for the somewhat small screen here. Call quality on this phone is mediocre. It's affordable and expectedly it has no second mic for noise cancellation, and side noise could definitely be an issue. The microphone output is also loud but lacked a bit in clarity. On our side of the line, we heard our callers muffled as if they were talking through a blanket, and that's definitely not good. We expected a little bit more from this affordable device. One of the most impressive features of the Optimus L3 II is its huge for the size 1540 mAh battery. Talk time is 11.5 hours on 3G, and in our experience the phone easily lasts 2 full days of use. And if you use it a bit less, we see it lasting into the 3rd day, which is quite impressive for a smartphone. Overall, the LG Optimus L3 II is a phone for non-pretentious smartphone buyers on a budget. It is compact, it is good for single-handed use, and it has great battery life, plus it runs fairly smoothly with no lag in the main interface. On the flip side of things, we honestly think the small screen here takes a lot of the beauty of Android, and there are some devices in the same price point that offer a larger screen like the Sony Xperia E, and if you go into Windows Phone land, you have the affordable Nokia Lumia 520, which comes with a 4-inch display, and those are definitely huge assets for an affordable device. This, along with the subpar camera of the device, would be our main reasons against buying it. But it's a fun little thing, so you might consider it if you're on a budget. For a more detailed review, check out PhoneArena.com, and thank you for watching.